Um, Look, I'll make a start. Is 4-0 harsh? Is it difficult to take?
Well, all defeats and difficult to take, I guess. And when you get beaten as heavily as 4-0, it's even harder. I thought in the first half we defended extremely well, and I must say I didn't really see them scoring 4 goals in the second half if we had continued to play in that vein. But unfortunately, it was a day where we gifted some goals by individual defensive errors, and of course, it's very hard to come over that, if you like. That's in fact, certainly 3 of the 4 goals were really down to errors which you hope your defenders aren't going to make.
But you scored in the previous 3 Premier League matches. Did you do enough from an attacking point of view, though, to get something from the game?
No, we didn't. I didn't think our attacking play was very good. I didn't think we showed anything like the sort of composure on the ball and the quality on the ball, our passing and movement that we would have wanted to do. So it was a bad day for us in that respect anyway. But we must give Chelsea some credit, of course, because they defended extremely well and made it difficult for us to get that passing and movement that we wanted.
What's the lesson? What are the lessons that you need to learn then from this match?
Yeah, don't make individual mistakes at the back because that tends to cost you goals. But I don't think that's a particularly new lesson to learn. To make certain that we show more confidence in ourselves when we have a chance to break out and get our foot on the ball, we take advantage of that and we show the necessary belief in ourselves when that type of situation occurs. But otherwise, I'm afraid there's nothing to learn from it other than the fact that defeats are very painful and heavy defeats are even more painful.
The window, of course, closes on Monday. Can Palace fans expect something, or do you get the sense that you're done?
Well, you never know. I mean, the fact is it's always a mistake to say you're done because when there's time left in the transfer window, things sometimes occur, opportunities arise, and the club might decide they want to take them. But it's not something that we are desperately seeking at this moment in time. We think our squad is pretty much the squad that can see us through this season and see us through this season well, because a lot of players are still recovering from injury, but they'll be back very soon. And of course, up front, we have Michy Batshuayi to add to our fighting power up front, but he wasn't able to play today because he's a Chelsea loanee.
Of course. You said that you're not interested in late bids because it doesn't give you enough time to sort out replacements, I guess. So will you be calm or will you be anxious between now and 11 o'clock on Monday?
Well, there's always a degree of anxiety because, the bids, if they're going to come in, will be perhaps for players that we really do not want to lose, that's for sure. So there'll be a degree of anxiety in that respect. But otherwise, I'm quite calm looking towards the rest of the season. I will have to digest this defeat and take it on the chin today and suffer the pain that such defeats bring. But if we can see on a little bit of a wider scale and use more perspective, then I do think that the squad we've put together will be a squad more than capable of us getting us to where we want to be.
Wish you well, Roy.
Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Ian. We'll go to Andy McSteen from Stamford Bridge.
Thank you, Joe. Roy, can you hear me?
I can, Andy.
Okay, great. How worried were you with Joel Ward at the end of the game there? Is there anything Palace fans should be worried about with the tackle there? He did walk off the pitch. And also the second part to that, Roy, yesterday we spoke about Nathaniel Klein in the presser, and then he obviously played for the under-23s, and you said that was maybe the last tick box for him. Can you give us any feedback on that and if you're able to offer him something? Thank you.
Well, first of all, with Joel, it was a horrendous-looking challenge. I was very, very concerned for him, but it was good to see him walk off the field. But I've not had the chance, unfortunately, to check with our medical department and find out the extent of any potential injury because I've had to come very quickly back upstairs to do the media work. And when it comes to Nathaniel, we He's played that game that we wanted to see him in, but now it's a question of Doug Friedman meeting with his representatives and Nathaniel himself and seeing if there's some sort of deal that will suit both parties.
So you saw enough, did you, from him yesterday?
Yes, I mean, but more importantly, I've seen enough from him in the 2 weeks of training, which I think is more important. He's still a way off the level of fitness and the level of playing that we think he's capable of, but that's not so surprising when you see the amount of time he's had away from the game due to the injury.
Thank you, Roy. Thank you, Joe.
Pleasure.
Okay. Are there any other questions for the live part of the press conference? Show your hand. No? Okay, in which case that's the end of the broadcast section. And we'll move to a couple of questions for the Monday.